You know what it is. Had to get up early. Watch this Inoue and Fulton fight. Uh, this fight wasn't heavily promoted until the end. I believe like during the week of the fight, it became like a really big deal. Like before that, it wasn't really a big deal. I think a lot of people didn't really know who Inoue was, and a lot of people knew who Cool Boy was. But you know, they looked at it as it being a one-sided fight. So I'm just gonna say, man, this is what I've been talking about Inoue. I've been saying this a long time about Inoue, man. And I said this to Rocky Baby on Kombat Konvo podcast. I said he's the best in the world right now, man. Just his footwork, just his ability to evade punches. He makes good fighters do different things in their game. Now, I want to talk about Stephen Fulton for a second because not by any means is Stephen Fulton a bad fighter. He's actually pretty good. He was the I believe the unified champion, not unified champion, but he was the undisputed champion, I believe. And he's pretty good. Like there's no pretty good. He's actually really good. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Inoue is a small man fighting. I would say he's a small man. He should be fighting in a higher weight class. But of course, he's too small for it. But he's boxing like, to me, he's boxing like he has his own way of doing things. He's every bit of good everybody says he is. So going into this fight, a lot of people felt as though that Inoue wasn't big enough, or him moving up and him vacating his two belts and moving up to this weight class. Everybody thought that Inoue was, gonna lose, or he was gonna get outclassed or outboxed or whatever, and they would say, "Oh man, Fulton this and Fulton that," and some people had convincing arguments. Then you had the whole what they call the hand wrap thing, where that came up, and everybody talked about that, and they said, "Oh man, Fulton, he wraps his hands, and that's called double stacking." So Inoue went on camera and he showed, and he wrapped his hands the way they wanted him to wrap his hands. Going into the fight, Fulton looked good. He looked good until Inoue started going. Inoue won every round convincingly. Fulton might have got one round, but Inoue won every round convincingly, to me. If not every round, Fulton got one round probably, but he won every round convincingly. Inoue. The TKO thing was, here's the thing about Inoue. He's fast and he hits hard. Sometimes you really can't get the two, and he hits hard in both hands. He's very good left and he's very good right, and he can take a punch. He's like the ultimate fighter. He's an excellent boxer, and he's not a brawler. He doesn't just brawl, but he can brawl with you if you want to. But he also has extremely good defense. He also has extremely good offense. This guy is amazing. And I think that a lot of people are now going to recognize how good he is. Right now, he is the best boxer in the world. There's no doubt in my mind that Inoue isn't the best boxer in the world right now. He's definitely that. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, I would say all three of them are interchangeable. We're going to see what happens with Errol Spence and Bud. My prediction on Inoue was right. I said in my blog that Inoue was going to stop Fulton in the later rounds, because I believe that Inoue wanted to show people that he can box. Because the thing about Inoue that I like so much is he adapts to the fighter, but he also makes the fighter fight a different fight. Fulton usually didn't fight. He don't really fight a fight like that. But he can't press somebody like Inoue because he's such a good counterpuncher. So him coming forward is very hard to do with somebody like Inoue who comes forward too, and he counterpunches, and the thing is, and he hits hard. That's the thing. So this is a good week for combat sports, man. I'm so happy that we in it, man. Like, share, subscribe to the page, man. But Inoue stopped Fulton in the 8th round. Fight's over. Moved up a weight class. He made history. The first, I believe he's one of the only fighters, not one of the only fighters, I believe there's a couple more fighters, and he is the unified champion of that weight class. And I think he's the undisputed champion, I believe, something like that. I can't remember sure exactly what it is. Y'all have to forgive me for that. But we'll see what happens going forward, man. He's probably going to move up again. And he's moving up into some territory, man. He moves up a little bit higher, because Pacquiao did that, I believe, and he was dominant. But if he moves up to where he can fight probably Tank, and he can fight those guys up there, he's move up a little bit, but that guy's definitely a monster. Anyway, man, Kombat Konvo, man. Like, share, subscribe. You know what it is. I'm out of here. Peace.